Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Harakah Hakodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is, He exists. And Yahushai is the name of the Heavenly Father's Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Yahushai meaning He, deliverer. Bahashim just means in the name. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth, and they continue to teach us. And shalom to our brothers doing this mighty and powerful works in hopes of salvation. Now, when are you niggas gonna learn, man? The so-called white man is not your friend. Don't believe their overwhelming niceness. Don't believe their fake ass smile. Don't believe their humbleness. It's all fake. Alright? And another one of you niggas found out the hard way. Alright? There's countless stories of Jakes going to these events with all white people and ending up dead. Alright? Check this out, man. Another dumb nigga.
Or whether or not their intentions are pure or that they really are our friends. We're going to talk about Shamar Dante Barnett. He's a 25-year-old black man who attended a party in Mississauga thrown by the folks, and he was invited by somebody who was supposed to be his friend and co-worker, who's also one of the folks, and somehow he ends up unalived at this party. And the family's not really getting the truth about what happened to Shamar at this party. First, nobody from the party called his mother, not the owners of the home, not the people in attendance, not the police. She got a call from the morgue asking her to come and identify her son. That is the only way she knew what happened to her son. Now let's talk about the condition of her son. He had bruises all over his body. He had blood coming from his nose and his eyes. His front teeth were knocked out. And this is supposed to be framed as a drowning. Sounds like foul play to me. In my humble opinion, this sounds to me like a clear-cut case of anti-black hate. And this is a black man who trusted the folks, the only black man in attendance at this party, and the only person who ends up unalived at this party. Now, when I sounded the alarm on my social media platforms about this story, I received messages from people who I guess were protecting the folks that were in attendance at this party, and I received so many different stories. One person told me that he jumped in the pool and didn't tell anybody that he can swim, so he ended up drowning. Another person told me that he had a seizure in the water and they tried to save him. Another person has said that when they called the paramedics, they were instructed to open Shamar's mouth, and so one of them ran and got a spoon, and that's how his teeth were knocked out of his mouth. Since when does trying to use a spoon to open somebody's mouth knock their teeth out? You would have to have used pretty strong and blunt force to get teeth knocked out.
Now, a lot of these Edomites, they will band together. Alright, because that natural born hatred propels them to. Let's read a few comments. They are friendly, but they are not our friends. Malcolm X. The price of trying to fit in where you don't belong. When will we, as a collective people, learn to stop associating with these people? The cycle must be broken once and for all. You got Jakes, pretty much telling other Jakes, like, stay away from these fucking so-called white people. They're demons. All right. It says, James, this brother was clearly beaten and possibly drowned. Oh, someone said, I just don't get it. When will black folks learn to stop attending all Esau or majority Esau parties? It almost never ends well. There was a good one. Oh, Billy Hill. Right? No, not that guy. Cherry. 3 white coworkers invited me out to hang out by a lake in Massachusetts. You must know that was an immediate no for me. At that same job, a black coworker said he was almost hung by some white friends he was with in mass. This is a good one. Racism is a team sport. When it became aware you're truly on your own, brace yourself. So another Jake fell into the hand of the enemy. All right. Though he humbled himself, let's get it. Sirach 12 and 11. Though he humbled himself, yeah, they're good at pretending to be humble. They're not humble. They're the most proud, arrogant people on earth. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yeah, he'll even get down to your level. Reason with you, make you feel comfortable. Yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. So eventually you're going to see right through him. All right? You're going to see right through the so-called white man. But it's going to be when he comes at you to harm you. All right? You have people at the job. They'll deal with Esau and they'll think Esau their friend. Next thing you know, they're the one sitting with the boss to complain against you. And then you'll be like, damn, this fucking devious ass person, we was just cool a minute ago. So his rust is a representation of Esau's wickedness. All right. He has a perpetual hatred for you. He hasn't changed how he feels for you inside, though he pretends to be nice and caring. It's fake. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he shall stand up in thy place. Yeah, they get close enough to you to stab you in your back. All right, the Indians found that out the hard way. The tribe of Gad found it out the hard way. Over here pampering the so-called white man, giving them food and teaching them how to grow vegetations, taking care of them. What did they do? They gave you smallpox. Then they turned around and wanted your land. All right? They wanted everything you had. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked with it. Yo, if our people had this pricked in their minds, the world will be a different place. All right? Because our people will move around Esau like an enemy. You know that saying, keep your enemy close? No, man. This is a dangerous enemy. Keep him far the fuck away from you. All right? The so-called white man is a devious, dangerous person. All right? When you encounter Esau, treat him like he treats you. All right? Give him, you could fake it too. Shit. Give him his sin, give him the same shit he gives you. You know? Smile. You can smile. You can shake their hand. But inside you really want them to be put to death. All right? Because they feel the same way. All right? Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? So who's going to pity you idiots that's playing with this snake? A charmer is a person that plays with the snake. Like, why would you feel sorry for a person that's playing with such a dangerous creature? It's like, why would you choose that type of skill? All right? You ain't gonna feel sorry for him, because that's his what? That's his that's what he does. He plays with snakes. So, hey man, we ain't gonna feel sorry for you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans when these Edomites put you to death, because you have been warned. They're not your enemy. I mean, they're not your friends. They are your enemy. All right. Verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Never trust them. Never trust them. Never. If you ever trust them, you're going to find out that they're not to be trusted, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be you're fired, you're dead, or your life is ruined. That's when you're going to find out that they haven't changed. They're racist. Right? Which is good. We're racist too. It just means we're for our people. I'm for the prosperity of the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? I'm happy for the downfall of the gooks, the so-called white man, the so-called Africans. All right? The so-called Arabs, the so-called Indians, Chinese, Japanese. Yeah, I'm happy when something bad happens to them. All right? I'm happy when the Lord judge them. All right? Because I'm for my people. Because I'm racist. Hey, the Most High is racist. He's for his people. All right? Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Now let's see where this hatred sprung from. The time for mourning is at hand. So this hatred sprung from Jacob and Esau, but it actually began way before Abel and Cain. All right, and Cain slew his brother. And these are the same people coming back. All right. What did the Lord say to Eve? Thy seed shall have enmity between the serpent and between Esau and Salakia, between thy seed. All right. And Esau, so-called white man, hated Jacob. So this is your forefather, so-called white race. You're not white, you're red, all right? Ishashwa. Because you don't have any melanin. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning are for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So think of the mindset of this person. Your father just passed, and on your mind is to murder your brother. Over a blessing, and you ended up getting a blessing. Hey man, this guy hated us from the very beginning. The Most High kept that hatred in his spirit. It just, something had to happen to bring it out. All right? Just as how iron rusted, so is his wickedness. That's when he had his rust come out. That's when Esau had his rust come out. All right? The death of his father. And that shows you Esau is covetous. He got a great blessing, and he still wanted the one that Jacob was given. All right? And he's the one that gave up his position. It's like a person giving up their position in line, and that get mad that you get through before them, and then wanting that position that they gave up. It's like, bro, you lost it already. It wasn't even yours. All right. Let's go to that scripture, perpetual hatred. Yeah, the Most High created this man to have a hatred towards us. Perpetual. Yeah, the Most High said he set two things against each other. All right, that's balance. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. This is a forever hatred. It don't matter what reform, it don't matter what bill, it don't matter what the fuck they do. They're gonna hate us till they're burned in them pits in the kingdom. They always had a hatred for us from the very beginning until the end of their existence. They're gonna have a hatred because the Most High put it in them to hate us, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity from the very beginning. All right, when the Babylonian forces came into the land, they were there. They were there, man. They were there at every time we fell. They were a part of it. All right? They were there to raise the sword against us. Until this day, at the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood. That means this man is in a sense, you could say he's a vampire, because he's just a murderer, all right? Blood before this man is nothing. That means he could spill blood like water, and it won't even faze him, because he's a murderer, bro. I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Hey, so the Most High gonna give you what you love. You love blood? Hey, man, the Lord gonna require your blood. Thus will I make Mount Seir, Esau. Hey, Mount Seir was your allotted land, all right, where you dwelled in the Caucasus Mountains, all right, most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Hey, so the Most High gonna deal with you in due time. And eventually, when you're brought into slavery, after 1,000 years, you're going to be extinguished from the earth. All right? Yeah, man. This hold themselves not guilty. They don't even think killing our people is a crime. They just think it's entitled to them to kill our people. Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So they still got that same mentality that they're over us and we're just their slave. All of these Edomites feel that way. You know? They kill us, and then they'll say, "Oh, I didn't do anything." You know? And then the court approves their behavior and let them go, man. And they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich." Yeah, you've gotten rich of our people. And their own shepherds pity them not, our leaders. All right, these leaders don't give a fuck about the Jake that being destroyed by the system, or the Jakes that's being led to the slaughter, because these leaders are the ones leading them. Our own people, man. But yeah, they hold themselves not guilty. You have Edomites before their deathbeds confessing how they have killed Israelites. You know? live their whole life not even thinking that they're guilty. A guilty person would be like someone that wants to turn themselves in. Like, see if someone hits someone, a hit and run, they'll turn themselves in and be like, man, I know I did something wrong. I'm guilty. Nah, these people will live their whole life. And then the end of their life, they'll be like, oh yeah, I killed this so-called Negro. I caused them to die. And then they'll pass on. No remorse, nothing. All right? And that's why we need the Lord to come rescue us from our enemies. Enemies. Salaki. Because we got them. Our main one is Esau. It says Luke 1:71, and that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Let's actually go to 70. That's why we need saving, man. There's a lot of reasons why we need saving. These other people don't need saving, man. Because they're the oppressor. They're the ones oppressing our people, the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're not oppressing them. All right? We're in no position to be systematically racist like they are. As he spake by the mouth of the prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies, and from the hand of all that hate us. Starting with Esau, the so-called white man. Hatred. All right? To perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, and the oath which he sware to our father Abraham, that he would grant us unto us, that we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies. That shows you that we're in the hands of our enemies, man. We're at the mercy, our people are at the mercy of course, the Lord, but the mercy of their enemy. And the enemy, like it tells you in James, he has no mercy. All right? Might serve him without fear. So the Lord is coming to take us out of the hands of our enemies because they refuse to let us go. Just like ancient Pharaoh, they refuse to let us go. All right? But yeah, when we y'all niggas learn, man, stay the fuck away from Esau, the so-called white man. You're two different people. All right? You're two different people. You're better than him. You're superior than him. And he feels inferior. And he just hates you. Because he knows you're just better in every way possible. You look better. Fuck better. Better vibes. You know, they woman lovers. We got charisma. You know, Jake know how to riz. Jake is outspoken, smart, intelligent, and got street smarts, man. You know, and them, they're like plain bagel. So of course they're gonna hate you no matter where you go. You know? And it's the spirit that's in you that they hate. Because you're the children of the Most High, man. Someone says you just can't be alone with them folks. You got to be careful with our ignorant folks too. Now look at this. And Javion McGee recently found lynched. But Lord willing, this is edifying and a warning to you damn Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They not like us. Shalom.